thanks for staying tuned. In general terms, insurance has huge capital that can mitigate losses and restore hopes. Perhaps the realization of the financial muscles of the insurance industry is what informs the Bank of Industry to direct its numerous clients to embrace insurance as a way to reduce hardships. Media report says that a list of 10 insurance firms has been produced by the Bank of Industry for business partnership by its loan seekers. The idea is that paying regular premiums to insurance companies and getting certificates from the companies could safeguard loans and enhance business growth. Well, joining me live in the studio for more to looking at this is an expert from African Alliance Insurance PLC, Paul Ben Ameh. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
I'll start in a very straight terms. Why do we need to take insurance seriously in this part of the world?
Well, insurance is like taking in air into yourself, in your system. If you don't look at your tomorrow, if you don't think that your station in life might change, then you are deceiving yourself. Because we are here today, we don't know what will happen the next minute. You have a beautiful home, you have a car, it could run into any mishap or accident might occur. So we take insurance simply because we want to mitigate losses, and nobody would want that to happen when you don't have a fallback or a safe haven, which insurance provides.
So if I'm taking a policy now, what would then be my benefits?
Now, there are numerous benefits of insurance. The first one is insurance is a cover. It is actually purely a cover that will take care of any loss that results in the use of your asset. It could also be on your life. Now, as a provider of someone who provides for his family, he has dependents. So if he is no longer there, who will take care of the needs that he has been fulfilling? That is it. Then for insurance as well, you also have what we call tax rebate. When you embark in insurance, you have you pay what is called premium. That premium is tax exempt. You have to reduce it from your income, gross income, before tax is applied. It therefore means that those that take up insurance pay less tax.
But I would like you to educate us more on this. Looking at the African continent, aside Nigeria, because I know it's a little bit poor in Nigeria, that's the level of people buying into this sector. How would you compare with other countries, other climes?
Well, statistics has it on good authority that we are doing actually less than 1% as far as insurance penetration in this part of the world is concerned, and that is very poor. Now, the thing is awareness. Awareness, more awareness. We'll keep talking, we'll keep enlightening people, we'll keep telling them the benefits of taking this insurance. Because frankly, if you don't have what to fall back on, you are nowhere in life. So it's very important that we do that. The only leader who is even doing a little bit more is South Africa. But you can see that what they are actually focused on is burial insurance. They are so keen on, okay, what happens? I don't want my family to incur the debt of my burial costs. So they take insurance on that. That's why they are even a little high up there. So
now let's look at the small and medium enterprises, which they're actually drivers of growth, particularly in an economy like Nigeria, where it's all dependent. Thank God now we're trying to diversify. Now, the Bank of Industry, which we all know, Development Bank, has always been supportive, now expect some of these people to grab insurance policies. What kind of policies will they grab, and what do they intend to achieve?
I must commend the Bank of Industry's initiative to take this bold step, because this will further deepen the penetration of insurance in this country. Like you rightly said, the small and medium scale enterprise, the people are actually the drivers of this economy. That's where the bulk of the people are. Now, if you take a loan from BOI, there's something that will happen. You either pay up or you default. The Bank of Industry is looking at, okay, what if this loans that we are giving to small and medium scale entrepreneurs decide to default. That's where the insurance people come in. So that by the time you take a loan, you pay a little bit of money, which we call premium, to the insurance company in case you have to run aground. Some might go bankrupt, some might die at the cost of trying to start up their business, and their loan will still be running. But if they have a policy that takes care of that loan, the insurance company steps in to stand in for them, and their business becomes a going concern. It doesn't just fade off because the person is no more.
Great. So a lot of benefits for them to actually get it. But now let's look at the policies generally themselves. How do we assess it? How do they operate?
Well, the procedural guidelines are still being worked on, and I don't want to preempt BOI, and they are working in tandem with NICOM. And once this guideline come out, everybody will be privy to it.
I'm even referring to the bigger picture of the insurance sector itself. Some of the policies, how do we operate them? How do we get into them?
Yes. Take for instance a life insurance policy. We say insurance is a life cover. So you are looking at I have dependents that I take care of. I have children that I pay their fees. So what you do is take a holistic approach of your expenditure for, let's say, 6 years. If you are not going to be alive for that period, will the status that your children enjoy, will it still continue for that long period? That's why we give that policy out to take care of needs that may arrive in case of the demise of the beneficial, the benefactor of the cost.
Straight benefits. Straight. In all of this, there must be challenges. Everywhere we have challenges. We know there are challenges. How has it been before now? I personally too, it's been very difficult for me, but I know things have changed now. Then the confidence wasn't really there, like you are related or you're insured with one particular A industry and all that, and at the end of the day you get your funds, maybe the car, let's use the car as an example, and you are asking for so many paperworks, and at the end of the day you be like, how am I going to get this? Some people even get to fix their cars themselves. Now, I think we should have crossed that bridge now. I think we should have moved ahead. I want to know, what are the challenges, and how can we really build this confidence?
The first challenge is awareness, okay? And then the second challenge is the paradigm that we have about insurance from years back. Now, if we want to address the first one, which is what we are doing now, is enlightenment, bringing to the fore the benefits of insurance. Now, the other challenge that we talked about is the fact that people have had bad experience with insurance company, and they have good reasons to feel that way. But right now, I can tell you that the few insurance companies we have are heavily capitalized and are being monitored daily by NICOM to make sure that they follow in making their paying their claim as at when due. So no insurance company would even want to put themselves in a bad light by not paying claims. All right?
So now it's imperative that they really have to meet up to their responsibilities.
Yes. Sorry, if I may add, it's very important that you taking that policy too. Yes. You have to educate yourself. Meet your requirements and your obligations. Then educate yourself as well.
I totally agree with that. But in all of this, finally, now in all of this, this still has to impact on the economy, one way or the other.
Yes.
Because many people are always worried about when you, for example, the pension funds. It could be invested. And at the end of the day, returns come in and all that. It will actually still grow the economy, particularly at this time where GDP is low, the inflation rate is on the high side, unemployment is on the high side. I look at the insurance sector like a sector that is yet to be harnessed. How can we impact? How can this sector impact positively? Let's use Nigeria here as the point of contact on the Nigerian economy.
Now, indeed, that is very germane. Insurance in itself is accumulation of funds. people who buy into risks that can affect them maybe on a later date. Yeah. So these funds don't just sit there. They go into various forms of investment. That also will stimulate the economy. Those investments also create jobs for the masses as well. You know, I've seen instances where youth development insurance companies come in to sponsor sports. They come in to sponsor community projects, and these community projects have people they employ, and these people also begin to fend for themselves and their relatives.
That's really, really great. Paul Ben Ameh, I must thank you from African Alliance Insurance, giving insight into all these issues and clearing the air that we now have a new face of. Well, anyway, that's it. We should always improve in all sectors. I must thank you for your time on Business Zone.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Away from that now, well, the Naira is expected to depreciate further this week as rising dollar demand continues to put the local currency under pressure at the Central Bank of Nigeria's interbank forex window and parallel market. Forex traders say the local currency eased by 4% against the dollar on Friday to hit a record low after the CBN sold the greenback at a weaker rate to boost interbank market liquidity. The Naira hit a record low of 295.25 on thin trade at the interbank market, a month after the CBN lifted its currency peg. A total volume of $12 million traded on the interbank system on Friday at an average rate of 290 Naira, with traders attributing the sales to a CBN intervention. At the parallel market, the Naira closed at 365 against the dollar on Friday. The Naira experienced volatility last week as supply gaps at the interbank forex market weighed on the parallel market. Forex dealers say inadequate liquidity in the interbank market was making the Naira to depreciate very fast. Crude oil prices have stayed mixed in the world market as dealers watch supply links. At the London market, the Brent crude trades downwards at $47 per barrel. Early trade bargains lost over 1% from Friday's quotation on the back of weak demand. For the OPEC basket, crude price steadies at $43 per barrel. Well, that's our package for you today on Business Zone. We thank you for watching. On behalf of the entire production crew, my name is Tolu Lokpe Ogujobi. We leave you with the graphics of the exchange rate as at today.